No, let's just start with this.
Okay, go.
All right, so this is kind of a cool question. Multicolor or monocolor world? What do you think?
A multicolored or a multicolored? I was an art major, and I'll tell you the one thing about being an art major is that you learn right away that it's very, very hard to do good art. Now, one of the things you'll have, your school is probably totally different than 99% of them, but if you go into the art major area, the art building, and you're a non-art major, most non-art majors will walk in and say, what in the world happened here? And this is looking really scary, like some psychologists need to come in here and help these people. and artists will try to defend it, but the truth is, it's very hard to paint well, and most people do it wrong. And you know what the reason is, especially we were talking about this in the color blue the other day, but it's even more true in the color green. Green is the most potent of pigments in any way you put it, especially in oil color. And the problem is when you start mixing green with other colors, it quickly goes to puke. Very, very fast. It's very hard to keep a pure, wonderful, incredible green. And that's why when you look at an artist that does green really well, Van Gogh, Monet, one of these guys that can take potent color and keep it pure, you're like, dude, who did the green, man? That green is phenomenal. The green is amazing. I was telling a story, and I hope some of you that have been, don't mind if I tell it again, but I have a real good friend, an atheist, and we would just battle back and forth. I mean, he was super smart, 10 times smarter than me. Unfortunately, he had a weaker position, so that gave me a chance. And we were just battling and battling, and one day we went on this hike, and we were walking through the woods. It was dark, dense, eastern Washington State, evergreen woods, and our path came out on this little veranda where we could see just cascade after cascade after cascade mountain, just literally 1 billion shades of green in the thousands and thousands and thousands of evergreen trees. And I turned to him and I said, Dale, I win! Because who did that green, man? A world that only had one color, man, that would be a bad world, but a world where you have even within the shade of green, you've got 1 billion colors. That's an incredible world. And of course, if you can't make the little analogy over to human relationships, you shouldn't be in college, of what I just said. So multicolored.